is going from Hermes. About if you're in New York or if PCs, Articons, the Dohec Matrix demiurge that we are currently in. Go watch the hour and a half on the first one. I'm not going to reiterate things. It's got full of links, which I'll probably put there, and then we're going to the kingdom of narcissism, sociopathic, psychotic, atheism, heathen, pagan. It's not narcissistic or any of those type of things. Megalomaniac. That's what your controllers you worship. Those are royal elite, what they call reptilians and Anunnaki, the aliens and shit like that. They created all that. Okay, as soon as you get close to those ideas, you believe them. You're allowing the black sun to create fear, or create those things out of the fear, and that's why you're not a living soul. That's why you're not a living soul. If you believe all those things, that's what you get. Okay. So someone said, sorry, honey, this is an old clip we found. Eric hasn't been online after they blocked off his accounts. He left America. It's an old clip, I think. So yes, like I said, nobody needs to know where I'm at. So all these little questions, where you at, or why you not here, Eric, blah, blah, blah. It's really none of your business where I'm at. It doesn't matter. You're just an archon. Unless you're a living soul, then you're with me in heaven. And it's no, again, beef. I can do what I want. I can do it how I want. Remember, no expectations, no obligations, no requirements. Okay, so plain and simple. You're God. You're beyond God. Okay, so no one's been on the sites and able to reach him. But keep in mind, if you order from us, stuff's going out. It's all been done. It's all complete. Please let us know if you reach him. It's a theory that he ascended to heaven, this place he called it, which yes, we have heaven. If you're a part of the real Black Sun warriors, the army, the Moringa tribe, the Moringa cryptic kingdom, okay, it's evolved into just simply heaven. Okay, that's part of the ascension. Away from the matrix, you can't serve two masters. I talked more about that in the last video. So Eric Plot has been kicked off the web. America is a shame. Literally, Vimeo, YouTube, Facebook, and even his sites. He's got to either go underground, exclusive. So Archons need to realize that he wasn't trying to be invisible. The matrix no longer can allow his work to wake up the Archons like a glitch. Okay, of course that's how he created it. He has posts and published scheduled automatically on here. Yeah, I'll have stuff recycling all the time no matter what. It's not me. I'm not on there. So people need to stop trying to comment on there and make drama. Smart be it, because I'm not going to. I don't really give a shit. I'm not monitoring any of this. You guys are not babies. You guys are archons, okay, which is about the same thing. Is an entire crew of us working recycle his old posts and copying, pasting quotes, writings page frequently as we feel needed, as we have taken his business over, as the captain is doing something even greater now, I would say. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I hope to hear from him soon, as he won't answer or reply to phone calls. That's why I said is on broadcast, secret for those real living souls. I may reach like 12 of us altogether, 13th dynasty, literally like 13 people. We got like 27 people or hundreds of people who want to come leave the country. Smartest people are leaving the country. Let's see if I can find my audio clip on that. Nope, I can't. Every time I send an audio clip out, it on text, it disappears when they receive it, so I can't even pull it up. So that's that. Okay, so yes, this is a big. Okay, we are going to put a spell out there. He's planning on leaving anyways. Doesn't like Archons distracting, causing doubt, naysaying. He had a lot of ongoing hate and even drama. That was before I figured out how to alter it. You can debug it, you can hack this reality, you can make them drop dead, you can curse people, you can put viruses out there in this existence. There's all kinds of fun stuff you can do. It's very real for your reality. Everything else is grandiose and big so you can make it believable. It's not. Okay? Not for you. Just don't let your archonic mothers and fathers and people tell you about responsibility and obligations and school, careers, and money. They're trying to, you created them to be your obstacle, challenge you, to pull you and suck you into the energy extraction matrix. They all are working together to pull you in like a conveyor belt. You're just another brick in the wall. And the dark side of the moon, by the way, is actually the black sun. The moon is not the destroyer planet, it's the black sun. Okay, so, which I can't blame him, would get hectic and out of control when he knows what is best for his life and reality. I miss his live videos the most. The last thing he told me was that you'll never see him live again. And that's kind of reality. A lot of stuff's being rehashed. The videos you see me planting trees and stuff was taken pretty recent, within 6 months. So, and that's that. But I am getting off the web. Archons, the Decepticons don't want me on here, then fine, smart be it. We will get off and we'll do some real work, spirit work. That's what I was talking about the last video. Actually taking time out. If you can, quit your job, quit paying your taxes, quit paying your debt. There are no taxes. Money will be obsolete where we're at. It will be heaven. You don't need a job. There will be so much abundance when we plant these seeds. Okay? People will be different. People who were toxic, archonic people, soulless, they will be different because the ether changes you. I know this. I've seen it do it with my parents, with people I know. Okay, it will absolutely change you. Okay, you'll become a better person, more lively, more energetic. You get 2 to 3 hours of sleep, maybe 4 hours, and you're just full of energy. It recharges you, rejuvenates your body, it heals you. Okay, I'm not sick, you're not broken, you don't need healing. Okay, when you go live the right way, you live right. Okay, you become right. And so anything you're going through and you need to overcome, heal, whatever, rejuvenate, you're sick, a terminal illness, if you go here, you will be healed. You can get off your medication. You can start taking mangoes, fruits, veggies, soursop, durian, rich foods, apples, orchards. We have it all. I have citrus trees, moringa, healing. Okay, those leaves have been healing all nations for thousands of years for the living souls. People who are archons don't deserve this reward. They will not get it. You have to go obtain it. You have to walk down that path. Yes, you have to do water fasting, ground. It becomes easier. It feels good. You don't need drugs. I get DMT naturally released from my brain. I become all-powerful, almighty. I see God and realize I'm looking in the mirror. God is me. You find yourself, you find freedom because you find God and it's you. Okay? It's within. And that's heaven. So, she missed the live videos. When they all ascend and enter the kingdom of heaven, he will be off social media indefinitely. So it looks like he meant it this time. He literally is. This email was a man who reached millions in the media outlet and posts for the day. As the editor, it's my job to present the material. Final words of Dr. Earthman himself, Earthman Eric Plot. This is the email a month ago. So this was the video there. Okay, I was going to finish talking about the guy that said if you're in Belize, you're in Belize. If you're in New York, you're in New York. Kind of like where you are, you can't run away from it. I get it. So the problem is if you believe in money, follow that dream, the energy extraction conveyor belt, sucking you in to kill you. Saturn, Luna, they want you dead. It's the greatest hex in this existence. Reality matrix, illusion actually. Reality comes in the subconscious, a aftermath merging of Hyperborea and heaven. So you're a slave for the royal elite banking corps. You sell your soul literally to be an archon, energy extraction, vampire, zombie, glued to your phone, and decadent, mindless, self-indulgent lifestyle. There's no two ways about this. You promote death, you can never know life. So yes, I will always be where I am, and this is why I choose to make the best choice for me, and that would be to live in heaven. This is where the green is still sacred and holy, and that would be Belize. However, don't I don't even identify this area as a location or a nation, country. I don't fight for a nation. I fight for this planet. She is me, and I am her, one with her. You can't ever stop that. So if you want to live for something, really life for something, or live for something grand, I would do everything in my power to get out of New York. This is why they will continue to get sicker and sicker and more plagued. The day they all drop dead will be the greatest moment in history of existence, which means also for mankind, but all of nature, all of this matrix. It's the reality. People will not say that. You don't hear that. Okay, we only got like 12 years to live according to their science anyway. We are the only species that is destroying our own habitat for this virtual paper money we all agree somehow has value. May more viruses come for those archons. It is all fair and just, no matter how much one wishes to justify and rationalize the deception. Smart be it, Ababola. True, I told him about you will always be where you are, whether it's Belize or New York. That is a true statement, however. I'm not disagreeing. But I'd rather be in the jungle heaven where real paradise in the ether, Mother Earth, Gaia, Black Sun, aka Aurora Borealis, the pure water, soil, soul, and air, ether is making me feel good all the time, rather than concrete jungles, which makes one miserable and depressed and needing medication, pharma drugs, and dying of illnesses due to cursing Mother Earth. So it comes back to each and every person in New York for promoting killing, suffering, pain to land, animals, and your own children. This is the reality which I choose to leave. That is Dr. Plot's thought profess. Ababooboo. Okay, so that's that. And the original post goes to our group. And I'm going to get off of here, but I'm glad these are the last final statements. If you're watching this, share it, I guess, if you want. It's not going to get through to anyone. Archons, you know, they're all dead anyway. So Mr. Hermes, awesome dude, said, Sun God, in the villa of Ormin, which is Amen Rahu, I believe, in the villa of Ormin stands a solitary candle. Which that is 999, completion. In the center of it all is the center of it all. Referring to Mount Meru, the X marks the spot, the heart is where the home resonates. It's the heart of Mother Earth, which is you. At a bigger scale, there's a higher self you, kind of like Mr. Hermes in one of his prior videos showed a Russian doll, how there's a bigger Russian doll than us that we are placed inside. Okay, or we will be we're covered. Okay, our higher self has got our back. It's interesting. Okay, he said, hey brother, I hear you are setting something up with the tropics and inviting others to join your quest in moving away from the energy extraction system. Golden Age pre-game. It's cool, it's like the Golden Dawn. I'm curious how things are going. What are your goals? Are you purchasing land? How do you wish to live down there? Hope all is well. Excited for you and all of us. Responsibility, Hermes. And I know what he means by responsibility there is our responsibility as living souls to wake up, at least try to create glitches to wake up the masses. If we want to create that, we can. Smart be it. However, you know, there's different extremities to all this, which true living souls in the top Black Sun Army, Moringa tribe, that's 13th Dynasty warriors, Ultimate Truth Warrior X, Thought Professors. These are all just words, but essentially it's nameless serendipities. So all this is meant to be. No matter what, everything's going to be fine, everything's going to work out perfectly. Okay? Just like the map you see here, we have a map. It's not really a plan, we're going with the flow. We don't want schedules, dates, time constructs to ruin anything, as that's what it does, because it ruins the flow down the river stream of life. Okay, he goes with the flow. No one's stopping him, telling him to go to school, get a job. This is what he has to do, pay a tax. Okay, it's just not natural. And so if you connect with Mother Earth, Gaia, the Black Sun, we know that in coming to heaven, everything will be pure, blissful serenity. Even contrary to common conceptual belief that if we don't have a job, then we are shit and we won't make it, or you will get arrested if you just live off the land. No, this is our land, we own it, it's always been ours. So to think anything other than that is ludicrous. Imagine we are an adventuring crew of individuals going to the mountaintops and living off the land. So what is there to stop us? Think about it. If we had a hammock set up on a palm tree in the mountain valley, we're drinking spring water, nobody's going to stop us. 86% of this nation is uncharted, untouched areas. There's not civilization. You can live off the land with the creatures, the animals, just as it was intended. That is heaven, okay? In its full sense, unadulterated heaven on earth heaven is in earth, okay? When you go to the green, the jungle, the oasis, you are living in earth. That is the bioplasma. Essentially, that is part of North Pole, Mount Meru, Garden of Eden. That's when you're at the end, because you're entering back into the kingdom of heaven. You're going back to the Eden, okay? We left the grace because we chose to go live for money, live for New York, live for monetary gain, objects, things, okay? We don't need these things. So, my reply, last message out there to the world is, yes, I am. I must say that we are going with the flow, Lord Hermes. I love your TV show, missed you when you went away. However, I'm sure you got a lot of grounding in doing so. Must say that you weren't incorrect either. Just for the record, the living souls such as myself did ascend. We all did subconsciously. See, I notice a lot of conscious people, gurus and things like that, they are talking about stuff, but they're consciously doing so and not realizing that subconsciously there's something else going on. I've literally walked into a store and I could read everyone's subconscious mind, okay? When you become completely selfless and then you practice and train, your training needs to be this, not fighting martial arts and all that. Your training needs to become selfless, because when you do that and you're thoughtless, something interesting happens. Your pineal gland, your third eye, opens up. You are fully activated in a spiritual realm. DMT can release. It takes me not even a minute sometimes, usually, always, when I sit there and become selfless. I don't think, and when I start to think or get distracted, I say, I gotta come back to this spot. Bam, back on track, subconscious. It's like when you're using your peripheral vision in a sense, which is the other vision, third eye vision. It's like extrasensory vision, like a snake, okay? You practice this, you get really good at it. So you snap into it, you'll see this pulsating black sun and this fire in the middle of your head. That's the other eye that is in your brain, okay? Releases DMT, which is a chemical compound that makes pretty much hallucinations real, in a sense, because this is just a giant hallucination illusion we're in after all. So what I see is, Hermes here, he was right. We did ascend subconsciously. A lot of us did. And consciously we're stuck to the physical matrix, then you may have missed it. But no, you evolved in some way, shape, or form. You've changed. A lot of times we miss that. Well, there's a whole other thing autonomously happening. Autonomous is like automatically. Autonomous or whatever. Autonomous, which is like your heartbeat, okay? Your breathing. You naturally do those things. And yes, when you control those things, like you don't think, you aren't distracted, you control that, you discipline that hunger, urge for food, desire, for lust, money, greed, convenience of things, okay? When you let go of all those things, actually life does get easier, more simplified, okay? And with that said, that goes on. Just as much as you autonomously, your heart is beating, you're not thinking about it beating, you're not thinking about breathing, it does it. Only thing you do is you shit, you piss, you eat consciously, okay? You're aware that you pee in that bowl, or you sit on the bowl and you poop, whatever. You consciously are doing those things. You may sleepwalk and subconsciously be able to do those things. I've sleepwalked before and been told my parents that I went to Walmart and did a whole interaction with people and wasn't even aware of it, and people didn't even know any different. All they said is, Eric, you acted strange or you were different. Why is that? Because subconsciously everyone is interacting with you in the subconscious. So we're all like these ghost beings that are doing that. So that's why even when you're high, you act a particular way. Nobody cares, okay? Because there's no one to be a judge on that or rule, like as an authority. It's where you are currently at in the matrix. So that's how the story goes. They'll just say, Eric, you acted. When you come back to your conscious state, you may go to someone consciously and say, Eric, I saw you at Walmart. You were acting very strange or odd or different, and that's usually what you'll hear. Okay, and if you've ever done hallucinogens and things like that, especially when I was younger in my younger years, that was something that I had explored. But no, you can explore that naturally without drugs. Okay, you don't need to smoke DMT to obtain what I'm talking about here. Okay, a lot of archons will think that way, or do hallucinogens, do drugs, do ashwagandha, whatever it is, ashwagandha. I don't even know how to pronounce it. See, that's how out of the loop I am here. I'm not a big drug encyclopedia here. I don't care about those things. Now, if we're in nature and you want to grow poppies or marijuana, hemp, if you want to grow things, you're in nature, you're a grown, living soul, adult. This is your earth. You can do what you please. You can do what you want, okay? That's basically the reality, okay? There's no two ways about that. That's just how it is, okay? So, as living souls that we are, you can do that. You can practically like when we live out in nature, we can have our own dojo, our own spiritual sacred temple, our ruins. If you've got nothing you're expected to do all day, imagine that, you know? And, I don't care if someone grows coca leaves for energy and tea, that's on them. It's your freedom to do as you please. You can make alchemical potions and things. I made Red Lion, with CBD, real cannabis, and honey, moringa honey. Okay, I did that. If you watch that video, it tastes so amazing. Moringa queen oil. Okay, you can make all these things from nature, wildcrafted. Okay, basically, is the deal. So there's that aspect of things, and let me finish reading this too, by the way. This is my reply, and there are links because it's going to tell you more about heaven. Has some answers. I collaborated all the links together. Okay, see here, and I don't even need to be doing this work, but I'm doing conscious light work at the moment, I guess you could say, and that's fine for me, as I can do whatever I want. Nobody can tell me what to do, right? So if I even want to pretend to help these archons who don't give a shit, it's out there, and I've left my legacy, and yeah, you won't be able to find me. You missed out. It's too bad. That's that. So I told him he was not incorrect. So like we just established, I just told you, like, if you're tripping or you're in sleepwalking, when you're in the subconscious, you're in the God state. No one can tell you what to do. You walk right into it. You know what you're doing. I've actually gazed at the sun, driven a whole 800 miles from Smoky Mountains to Missouri, gazing at the sun most of the time, and I went 90 to 100 miles per hour. I wasn't even looking at the road most of the time. And how did I have that ability? It wasn't just faith, I knew that the sun was protecting me. Whenever you feel scared or anxious or like someone's going to jump you, whatever, go to that sun. The sun sees all things. It is one of the all-seeing eyes because it created everything. So if you look at the sun, it will protect you. It will heal you. I had a bad cyst on my neck, and I had recently was still dealing with shit, detoxing, and it was a cyst from a long time ago when I was an archon. Like 10 years ago, I had cancer. So I figured out the solution. I had some herbal remedies I could create, aloe vera and cayenne, or different formulations of moringa oil, taking moringa, putting cream, detoxing activated charcoal, but the main key element ingredient I knew was drinking good water and putting that on the assist, but also going outside and allowing the sun to shine on my wound. Okay, that was the key. So let's just get right into it. So he was right about the subconscious part, but see, he was vilified and bastardized and had to leave his channel for a little while, or took a break. I'm sure he got a lot of hell about, not having the proper dates or whatever, Jewish geometria and these numbers. You can't get sucked into any man-made numbers, period. This is why I keep saying religiously, do not get tied into numbers, words, labels, titles. This is all made by archons, or man. Okay? Plain and simple. And that's just how it all goes. So when you start to believe in those things, you're going to expect something, and you're going to be disappointed, pretty much. Okay, so that's how that goes. And so with all that said, I'm going to finish the rest of this, because this is like the only last piece I wanted to finish and just do, and that's why I'm doing it. So smart be it again. I'm sending everybody, you can share it, but like I expect like my 12 disciples, 13th dynasty to actually reciprocate this thing at all, really. And so like I was saying, I love the subconscious. It's the dream God state. And so we did ascend, yes. And when I say we, I mean me, pretty much. I know I did. This is why many of us, like the conscious archons, who didn't ascend, they'll be getting the virus created by the corona borealis, or the black sun. You gotta remember, there is a corona borealis, just like there's an aurora borealis, and there's many different borealises. The aurora borealis recently came really close to the northern America border in Ontario, Canada. It's never reached out that far where you could actually see it in New York and different areas in the North America border. Okay, all across that line too. So I said, that's gonna happen. See, and I noticed a lot of people like to be diplomatic or what have you. I've been diplomatic for 10 years. I'm in your face, I'm raw, I'm real today because I'm beyond God. I created this virus to wipe out people who aren't wanting to change, and if you get in the way of my line of fire, you will be destroyed. As the God of destruction, the vessel that I am, I speak as part and one with for the Black Sun, as the BlackSunGod19. That is all life, from the end to the beginning. 19 from the beginning to the end of the light. But I'm also the 0 through 12, and that's the esoteric version of me. Only certain people even know. Okay, I'm 12 to 0. That's the pendulum. I spoke about the magical pendulum of the universal number system of arithmetic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like the divine chakras. The 7th chakra, 8, 9, divine. But most don't know there's a 5th dimension where you become one with God. 10, 11, the 2. The 2 become one with you, and you bring in your companion, Lilith. Sophia. She manifests into a real physical conscious human person. Most people never reach that, creating that other one. And then 12 is full, it's like reaching Super Saiyan God. Okay, you have Super Saiyan level 1, 2, and 3. He gets his hair changes and gets real big, okay, and powerful and stronger and faster. Then the two gods, Goku and Vegeta, which is the Black Sun and the Sun. That's why they call him Sun Goku. Vegeta is the Black Sun. They fuse together. That's the one and the one God, the Sun and the Black Sun. That's the eclipse, which is creating the coronavirus. That's what the last eclipse did. It created the coronavirus. Out of that is the end, quote unquote. And again, I'm not saying I'm expecting anything or apocalypse or anything like that. I do expect all life forms of the people causing this to be brushed off like a bad case of parasitic worms or fleas that they are. Okay? That may not be you if you don't have a guilt-ridden conscience of being an archon, paying your taxes to Israel's war, oil, famine. Then you have nothing to worry about. But most people who pay taxes will not ascend, in the sense that heaven will be on earth, merging with Hyperborea. When all this energy extraction is done, billions of these fake archons die off. Can you imagine how much ether, bioplasmic energy there will be left behind? It will create a magical world again. The tree of life will rejuvenate. Singularity becomes one with the inner, and the outer becoming this reality. The subconscious becomes one with the conscious, which I believe is what Hermes was speaking about. See, I don't read books. As I said in the part 1, don't forget to watch part 1 of this, very important. Even Sean had told me that. Well, of course I am. You know, I designed myself to choose myself to be here, and I chose to create you to hear this message. Unless you are a living soul, you're one with me in that, okay? And you know who you are because you're on air. You're here listening to this. There's lots of Luna bitches and Saturn asshole dick heads out there. They love their perversion and their conscious lifestyle here on Earth, okay? It's not going to take them anywhere. You gotta align the map so you can see the full picture. Otherwise, you'll be looking for things zoomed out. You gotta zoom in to the solution, the resolution. There is a actual answer, okay? There is a big picture. Okay, so let me finish this. Drink some more water. Again, I urge any archon wants to be a living soul. If you love paying taxes and you love money, you are still a non-playable character. Okay, you're just going in the motions. You're another brick in the wall. Down the conveyor belt that's taking you to the energy extraction. The moon wants to suck your life dry. Women love to suck your money, which is your life, your time, your energy, dry. When you have sex, you lose all your testosterone. That's your magical energy. Okay, we scientifically, archons, put these words and labels behind it. But when you spill your sacred cup, orgasm, you lose your magical power each time. Now, if you feel just the desire to do it, then release that energy, that tension, whatever. But you shouldn't. If you can, once a week or once a month, you know, just like water fasting, intermittent until you can build up a full week water fast. If you could make it 40 days, you probably literally could change the face of the world. And I believe that's why the Bible mentions Jesus was on the Mount of Olives, one of the best places to ground, and he water fasted for 40 days or 41 days and nights, whatever it was. And if we did that, like I said, you could change the outcome of this entire existence. There's no doubt about it. You would have complete control what you create in this matrix. So here I go. I said to Hermes, I am the BlackSunGod19. I created this virus. You can watch my video. I said this a year ago. I was going to plague Asia first, then spread through Russia and Europe. I make my finish in swiping out America and then Israel next. After I made this statement, I was asked to go to Israel around 12/22/2019, the plasma event, Great Reset as I call it. They banned me, removed all my Facebook accounts on that moment. I ascended as I did a complete week water fast. I was able to do many things just by visuals of it. I remember I invited you and your princess to Israel with me. I know, or as I remember it, you declined, which was fine. However, you know the odd thing, the date got pushed to summer anyways. How our serendipities work? My. I call these nameless serendipities, which is pretty much when your higher self one-ups you, where you're not fully sure what's happening. This is why I said, do not put expectations or obligations on things, because your higher self can really excite you, reward you with a dramatic turn of events. Things can change basically at the last minute, like I got stranded in the jungle. watch my video Stranded Jungle at Plot Palm Trees, Plott Palm Trees YouTube channel, if they don't remove it by now. I had the 4-part Ascension video, what happened to Devin Magby, Flat Earth Paradise videos, and all the comments got taken down. They were really important comments, so I may snapshot those before I get out of here and go to heaven. I don't know. There were really a lot of interactions and comments, and they felt the desire, they said for the safety of kids, to remove all those comments. So it's just amazing how Archons are. But again, when you let it go, it doesn't matter. It all works out. Just like I don't even have to be doing this video. This is mainly for me. Everything I post and do is for my own purpose, for me. Because one day in the future, it could be 20 years from now, I'll still be in heaven. And yes, videos and all that, when Hyperborea merges with heaven, everything you created, my music, anything you create, after you master your ego, which means all 7 chakras, and then you reach Divine 9 and even maybe 12, you become a Black Sun God yourself, a living soul. That's where I'm at. I know all things. I'm not doubtful of this. I absolutely know. This is an illusionary energy extraction matrix. Now, one thing with knowing is also wisdom, which is we and I under the dome. Okay, when you realize we're all one, Archons included, you use them as Black Sun Gods. You are your own leader, and so is everyone else. Okay, but you go with the flow. And in that, no expectation arises. Or no end dates, no end times or time constructs. Okay, you just gotta let that go and go with the serendipity and serendipity and serendipity flow. Okay, and that's 396, 396, 396, which is 999999. All that was just 9. I said serendipity, 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 and it's an important thing when you think about it, or when you don't think about it, rather, because it just magically works. And again, going 40 years from now, I'll be in heaven, Hyperborea merge, and I'll be able to look back on this video and say, wow, that's where I was at in 2020. So this is my 2020 vision video. For me, I don't care if anyone sees it. You know, I'm talking to myself, for the future self, and even if the whole physical construct goes away consciously, subconsciously this will be intact, because I'm saying it now. Our brain is a recorder, and the real true technology is your kingdom, the brain. So wisdom is taking the action of the knowledge. If you know we're being sprayed with chemicals, even though it's a fear-mongering thing, and yes, you can alter it, you don't need to be sick, okay? As I think Hermes said about cell phones and all that. However, they are disturbances physically, as we are in a physical construct at the moment, in our structure, our skin. I turn these phones off, for instance, and all my Wi-Fi in my room. Then I dream that night. Very vivid. I have astral projections. Now, when you keep your phone on, it's like you just go to sleep and you wake up like you were dead, like your soul just disappeared. Because it's electromagnetic pulsating disturbance that occurs with all these devices. Even if I have my guitar on, my amplifier, my piano, my anything that's emitting electrical energy, that's what Tesla called synthetic or man-made light. Even these light bulbs and stuff, for instance, they are synthetic light, man-made light. They're not natural plasmic ether light. This is why it's important. People are so used to fake plants, fake food, conventional, or sprayed, chemically fed, genetically engineered, okay? It can alter your DNA physically in this realm. It's not the most important thing to just eat organic, but it is important to me, because I want to live in heaven. I want to live in a subconscious God state. So I would naturally choose what is the best, which is me, 432 Hertz, Mother Earth Gaia, the Black Sun, which is both masculine, sacred, masculine, and divine feminine. Okay? You have to have a singularity of both, which would not be genetically engineered. It wouldn't be big pharma. It wouldn't be medication. It wouldn't even be drugs or alcohol or smoking. Anything acidic will block your alkaline frequency, that connection to the ether, the plasma. That's free energy, because your brain, the kingdom, is your greatest technology. Your heart is the greatest technology. And it's all within. It's in your body. I even got into a couple days of my water fast, DMT releasing for hours, 12 hours, just sitting there meditating, selfless and thoughtless. That's when I got all this information. It was intense. I'll never forget seeing the sun communicate, Luna, the moon, and Saturn, all of these frequencies coming off the sun that we call these planets. I now see why they call them the things they call them, okay? Why there's astrology. I see why. It's very real. There's frequencies from the sun. There's about 12 for sure. And it's all, if you connect with the main divine love frequency, that's the black sun. I talk about this in my Ascension video. Whether people can understand and overstand it or not, it's on you. You got to also have wisdom to make the actions to do these things. That's what I'm trying to get at. The footwork, the spiritual work. And so anyway, with the water fast, around 3 days or so, seeing the sun communicate, showing me the 12 different planets through the sun, the dodecahedron. See, I didn't know any of this. It literally communicated that to me. And so I didn't read this from a book. I did the footwork. The wisdom came to me. It can come to you too. You got Hermes today. That's what I would tell any of his audience is he's welcome. Whoever wants to go, I know it will be meant to be a serendipity to come to the kingdom of heaven. No one can harm me, no one can kill me, so I already know nobody can stop my progress, my progression, my evolutionary process. So I don't have to be doing this, I don't even have to be talking, I don't have to do a damn thing. Okay? I am beyond God. I'm not arrogant, I'm not cocky or overconfident. I am absolute. I am the I am. I know what I am. Okay? And I know who I am. I know what I am. It's how nameless serendipities work. You gotta remember, God is not just the black sun. It's a nameless entity. Invisible sun, a crystalline sun. How do you want to look at it? Okay? See, Hermes, the way I know it is too many archonic minds think we must expect something this way because a man-made book said it, or obligations, requirements, or something is responsibility, etc. However, as we create this dream world, this daydream, aka world, or the whirl 369, which is all word, okay, it's all words, semantics, because try to go quiet for a year and be selfless and be thoughtless. Watch what happens. Some magical shit will happen. I'll tell you that much. So what does you want? Yeah. What does you want? What does you do? Then do it. Serendipity is 396, which is 99 or 9, completion, divine for that moment. Look, I'm going to be straight to the point. I hide most of my riddles of this enigma in my business advertising. However, I am about to drop off the face of this matrix soon. My audience already haven't been able to reach me for a month or two, and you are among the few I have even responded back to, because I just can't. There's way too many emails, there's way too many calls. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm doing this to create heaven. As King Solomon created his temple, many other wise facets occurred, my audiences are, okay, so I have a small group of ascended living souls, which I call the Holy Black Sun Army. Warriors, of course, promoting heaven, divine love, peace, and serenity. My latest ad briefs over the secret location. Most of it, you'll have to just come along and take my motions and actions for it. We will live it on the flow. The greatest adventure ever. We don't need money, my friend. No taxes, no rules or laws. We never needed it. I know you know all I do, Hermes, for I am you. We are. I am the BlackSunGod19. I am all life. I am the darkness. I am nothing. I am the light being absorbed. I am the dark shine. And that's my dark shine song. Which, I'll play that after here. Maybe it'll run through. It's on this channel, by the way. It's called Dark Shine by the Kazwa. I am the Kazwa, the messenger of the gods, of the Black Sun God. See, gods is from the sun, all the 12 gods, but the black sun is creating all those gods. So it's like God created all these crazy entities, and it's just to make us stronger. It's our training, okay? And this energy extraction, earth dumping ground of emotions and shadow reflections. We're perfecting ourselves as God in human form. And all that to be returned back to the black spinning hole at Agartha and poop right back here in another time frame and generation, reincarnating the same freaking spirits of individuals over and over, just different technological timelines, knowing the solution that I'm right all the time. The good guy wins, happily ever after. May beyond God the Black Sun, my higher self, guide me with power and protection through my reality heart, home center. All is already the best, even on moments of unsurety. I am happy, whole, and strong. Beyond God that I am, I ascend to new heights, never reached before. I change the weather and control the sun. I am the dark shiner. Smot be it. This is it. Smot be it. If you truly wish to know me about this, then call me. And you can ask for my number. I will give it to you guys personally if you're very seriously interested, want to donate, sell everything, and give everything you have to this. Like I said, money might go to solar panels, hydro pumps, things to make the subconscious and divine, holy heaven. Like I said, I saw Hyperborea. There were still computers. There was my guitar. You could have these conscious things there, in other words. You are vested and invited. You're looking at a man who before was an archon, was a Harvard medical researcher and plant-based nutritionist, botanist, herbal formulator. I consider myself a super good hunter. It's supposed to be a superfood hunter and mineral natural alchemist. If we do this together, we can live free. Why or how can we buy what is all ours? Mother is free. It's like when you're in your mother's womb, you don't ask to pay for food she eats. She may have had to pay. But really, you're drinking mother's milk. It's free. See what I'm saying? You're being breastfed by mother. We would all be dead if our mom asked us to do something for her mother's milk. Okay? If that, makes perfect sense. Just in the same sense, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Gaia, the Black Sun, is not asking you to work. So when you leave the energy extraction matrix, you will be guided by the protection of your higher self, Mother Earth, Black Sun. Okay? If we explore there and the adventure, let me just tell you one bit or a secret. I know a lot about these areas in the jungles in general. 86% are untouched, uncharted, brother. This means we can go to these lush areas, connect with Mother Earth Gaia, Sophia the Black Sun, and not me as another leader, but all each other, leader in our own self. Higher self included will take us to heaven. The kingdom we shall build. Now I have an entire playlist on primitive technology. It's on this channel, the BlackSunGod19. We can harvest or make iron and wield or make designed pottery. We are all up for it, as well as growing gardens and fruit trees, etc. I am a man already doing it. We have since 2012. Now, I will say, as you get to know me, you will see I don't really care much about distractions or archons or decepticons. So any doubt or people naysaying and trying to throw that jargon, it will immediately just be thrown out. I have it all under control. So no worries or fear. I do own properties, yes, a great folly to fall back on indeed. But that shows doubt as well. As I said, we don't need any property to be owned. What's a title, what's a deed, but a man-made scribble-scrabble of writings, just like the scribes who scribble-scrabbled the things they saw off the wall of the Sumerian Aryan text, the emerald tablets of the Kemites. Okay, it's all Masonic scribble-scrabble. Words, semantics. Words which are hexes, hexagrams, spellings. Okay? It's all done and in the happening. So, no plan or organization needed. We have random departure dates, and you are always welcome. We have a Black Sun debit card, which many, including myself, are donating to, so it's all a universal one singularity debit card. The point of this card is, considering, as I mentioned, we are all to make no need of money, is it's going to be obsolete anyway. But, however, we are gods beyond. What I noted is there is no wrong or right ways, so you can't screw this up. So in other words, I went to Hyperborea and I it's been my goal to merge it with heaven. This is what I've been directed as my higher self to do. So will it be done? It's easy. It will happen no matter what. And actually with almost no work, really, because when we get there, we will be a success. So while in this ascension, I saw myself playing my guitar and other gods beyond, in and out of inner space, floating and flying around. So I noticed everything from the Matrix was so we could redesign it all again in Hyperborea. So this is just like a canvas life where a lot of our ideas can actually be brought over. Since we are all one subconscious, we have created all these ideas before in this distant dream past. It's all just a distant dream after all. So yes, it will be, even more so as we continue to evolve and ascend and progress to refining ourselves. So yes, I can play my PS4 Pro there. This is why money can purchase your solar panels and other things that make us off the grid. My next trip, which me and my father will be putting a hydro pump in, there is money, or mani, my one eye, that can be used for heirloom seeds and growing whatever you want, your heart's desire. It will grow it. We have soursop, moringa, avocados, durian, coconut trees, mangoes, and sorts of things growing. We promote non-harming the land or the animals, and therefore the children also not harmed. No suffering or pain. We don't need it, of course. If we teach children, the offspring, how to live the right way the first time, then we won't cause them harm. People don't realize the bad diets we give them is causing suffering and pain to the next generation. Latest ad here showing our treasure map, but again, you have to come with me for you to know the actual location. Right now I do know the locations, and yes, I own property legal way as well, as the archons put it. However, I know the right way as well, which is, imagine we lay our head on the mountaintop. No one can tell us to leave, right? Just if we strap a hammock up, no one will stop us, right? Trust Mother. She is a perfect system you created right the first time. Read this, Brother Archon said about being in New York and Belize, what I read earlier in part 1 as well. How you are where you are no matter what. Which he's right. It's true. So I want to go to heaven. And that's our true blessing and favor, to choose to go to heaven and ascend to heaven. This is my, and that's wherever bioplasma Mother Earth is, by the way. This is my blessing and wishes for you, Sun God. Continue to keep it real, and if you are up for the delight, come along. All one will need is a ticket to Belize, Central America, and from there you will feel how the air and purest water and soil, the soil is the soul of the land, as I said in part 1, is so much more free. It truly is. You won't have any second thoughts of doubt or even debt or death when you get there. You will just go on living until we ascend into the heavens below. We all know it is difficult to leave our homes of luxury and convenience. However, taking outernet. I have a computer, many hard drives. I can download any movie right now I want. Even movies in the movie theater. I have access to all of it. All the music you want. And Wi-Fi, electricity, and phones, that whatever you desire. But for me, I'll bring my guitar and keyboard, computer, as my Archon life has these things. We can build stuff while we jam out to our favorite music on speakers. I can play a beat to the harmony, or melody rather, with my guitar, keyboard. It'll be the life, and I'm excited to live it away from the static and pollution, by which is to curse those who choose to harm me. They'll be cursed and plagued. We are the planet, so why not walk the walk? We must stop talking about not harming ourselves, aka Mother, the higher self, subconscious knows I'm right. I know all. I, which is me, is we. Final Fantasy prayer. May beyond God the Black Sun, my higher self, guide me with power and protection through my reality heart home center. All is already the best, even on moments of uncertainty. I am happy and whole and strong. Beyond God that I am, I ascend to new heights never reached before. I change the weather and control the sun. I am the dark shiner. Somewhat to be it. This is it. All the stride to promote the true living souls who want it. And the info will be at facebook.com/strandedjungle91. The main fan page is facebook.com/thekazwal. I had over 233 videos removed from Vimeo. They banned, disabled my works, as well as 800 videos and 11 years of work, 8 Facebook accounts, as well as official Black Sun Baby movie, re-uploaded 10 times. All my most popular works will be re-uploaded at facebook.com/realplot before I leave. I have a great team of editors who will recycle all prolific and, most important, lush thought professes. Since the moment I started all this, March 2008, on Palm Sunday, when I started the company plotpalmtrees.com, which changed my entire life forever. When I left the slave matrix, then I got accepted to go to Harvard. I had never woke up from being a strict Decepticon money grabber. I would be graduating as an oncologist in 2020 from Harvard Medical School. Not medieval, but medical. My father was going to die of diabetes after his blood sugar was all out of whack and riding his motorcycle right into the ditch and shattered his tibia. So I researched, as that is what I do. I found most nutritional and antioxidant-rich plant ever discovered. I grew it, applied it to my father's diet. It wasn't 30 days after that his blood was like a healthy teenager again. He hasn't been on his insulin or any medication since. As long as he sticks with the moringa, live it, he will be alright. Then I discovered Belize in 2012, when everyone was saying that it was going to be the end of the world. I knew it wasn't going to be the end of the world, but things certainly had changed since then. I know you understand what I mean if you hear this. We are more on the same page than you may know or realize. Realize knows realize. I always knew this plant could go and save millions of billions of people, as it has. I have over 1,200 recorded cases of reversing cancer, diabetes, Parkinson's, and even HIV/AIDS. That's why I came back, because this is no joke, my friend. It really works. So it's helping Archons who are really sick and in pain, suffering. But most of it is self-induced, voluntary, and yes, you deserve it if you live in this matrix at this point. There's no two ways about it. You can't serve two masters. You'll love the one or hate the other. Money or Mother Earth. It's one of the two. But you must grow it properly in the right soil, as well as has the rare heirloom organic seed to grow from. This organically was planted as Moringa Cryptic Kingdom. You can hashtag Moringa Cryptic Kingdom for this reason. Now, it's evolved into heaven. This is the kingdom for all living souls who wish to take sincere and thoughtless and selfless wisdom by taking actions and taking the step back into the kingdom of heaven. It starts within. This is why, before anyone thinks about doing this, connect with thy higher self. Water fast for a week if feasible. Make it so. Whenever distracted by the phone, time construct, Luna women, Saturn bosses, Facebook or Wi-Fi, workload engine, or other electronic threat, just remain thoughtless of all ideas or values or times and numbers. This is when shit gets magical. Letters or words which form into words of language and other semantic hexes we allow our own conscious self to thrive off of. Thrive off of pure ether air and pristine water and lush land. I promise you, this is the Holy Grail bioplasma all around for blessing the favor and glory of the Black Sun. She is all around, and he is you. She is you. Let us take care of her at this very moment, else we will surely die. Eric Jeffrey von Leonardo Plot, EGP. I will leave a link to that write-up below, I believe, again, if I haven't already, in the and nobody's watching the live feed as it's way too early in the morning. This is what dude said at 36 minutes into his secret live stream, Mr. Hermes. Let's go to it. 36. It's amazing, 36 even. That's a serendipity.
So this is why when you have a gut feeling, right, it's trying to tell you there's something to follow and maybe even be eliminated. And for those who never took an anatomy class, the colon is that organ which, that's where your poop sits until it comes out of your butt. I guarantee there's one person who did not know that. So if that's you, please share. We need to all come together now with Eric Plot's community in Belize. Everyone, welcome. I actually just emailed Eric Plot. I asked him what he...
That was right at 3609. That's a serendipity.
What he was doing, what's the intention. It sounds great to me. It sounds like there's a lot of living souls who are aiming to set up shop in the tropics, and I am absolutely down to come commune with any of you if you're in the tropics now, or if you will be. This summer, I have all intentions to get down to the tropics, maybe Australia at some point, but I agree there is this pull a lot of us feel to come together in the flesh and interact in that way. And what better, more natural place than the fruit paradise of the tropics. So I hope Eric Plot is okay with me saying this on the live stream. Either way.
And I'll post that as you can watch his whole segment. And actually, I never even knew he said that. I think he unlisted it, so I don't know. I follow. It's Devin Elon Mad Gee. I hope I say his name right. It's Mad Gee. And I've talked to him in the past before, so I've invited him to Israel. I'll say Devin's live feed. Heaven. I'll just say heaven, peace, serenity, and because, and then I'll put the link, peace on, or in earth, heart, center. Okay. As he said something again, I have to intervene on that. Australia. I'm just literally the reason why I know I've been chosen for this. It's my higher self, the Black Sun. It's no debate. If you go against me, then you're going against the grain of the reality that you aren't seeing the full picture. You almost archonically, if you want to stay in this America, you're going to, in the Matrix, you are going to get sick. Eventually you will die. Okay, that's what's going to happen. There's no doubt about that. I don't care. A lot of us, especially some of us are around Devin's age, myself included, I've worked, though, extensively for 10 years with a lot of people, and I've noticed, okay, a lot of the people our age actually are getting erectile dysfunction, which is because their arteries are clogged because of meat, dairy, and eggs. That's one. But the next thing, the big thing at 25, people they're starting to get pre-onset diabetes early in life, overweight, if they're not already, and then they feel shitty, so they smoke, drink, they're on medication. They get used to that pattern of going to the medical and having to get insurance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's all archonic, as we know. But they have pre-onset dementia and Alzheimer's, things like that. And that's what the system's set up with calcifying the pineal gland. You can decalcify the gunk out of that by going and living where the ether is, the bioplasma, detoxing. I'm just going to tell you, I don't know if you're really hip with what Australia looks like right now, but it's going to hell on earth. If you look at the pictures on my site, I put a link is somewhere. I show you all of it. I'll put the link below because it's from the song I did called Dark Shine. No. Yeah, here's Dark Shine, which was, I recorded it at 3 minutes, 12 seconds, and 33 milliseconds exactly. Incredible, huh? Not planned, as it never is, amazingly. Okay, final word. If you check out my final word, plot word, you will see all the links you need right there. Okay? Someone put that together and rounded up all those links of the most important path of pretty much the ascension of heaven, which is so freaking cool. Thank you. All those people helping kind of put stuff together. It's really cool. Let me see. And then I'll play that song, but I'm going to leave this. All the links are right now in the live chat. I may actually put it as the description because it was so good. Oh, dang, it's so long. I'm going to have to break it down. So I'm going to have to post one at a time. In this live feed, you'll find all the links right now at an hour and 5 minutes, which I will want to take a break here or cut off of this because I just don't want shit to be so freaking long. But and because when I leave and I want everything kind of done. Okay, so like I have look at Australia's picture here and things like that. Cool. And again, you can always refer to me, Devin. We're very sincere to get all living souls rounded up. We have no expectation, or we are just flowing with this. No organization or planning. We have enough plans. We've been doing this long enough. We're becoming really pros at this, living off the land. You can't die out there. It's almost, literally, I was stranded in the jungle. I really couldn't have died because the ether is so rich, the pure water. I live in an area, North Belize, which has the purest water on the planet because of it's got the second largest coral reef in the world. So that's where we're going to start our adventure. There's some central areas, very lush, hidden. There's tons of temples. I had a temple we found in my backyard, so it's pretty wild. Crazy shit happens, and it's so fun. Again, this is not an anti-American, anti-Archonic America, agenda. This is for people who are just sick of the same old shit, repetitive, broken record, broken system, everything broken, needing to be healed, and then you gotta pay someone with your slave dollars, slave bucks, Luna money, moon goddess dollars, and then extract from Saturn. He'll keep you working, he'll keep you enslaved, blah blah blah. That's how it works, okay? If you haven't figured that out yet, you're a retarded Archon. Sorry, I hate to say it, okay? I got this person put together my Moringa Soursop fruit tree video. It's so cool. That's on the Stranded Jungle 91. You'll see that. I got a movie that I have Devin in called The Official Black Sun Baby Movie, which has been re-uploaded 10 times. I noticed I went away for just a month and they unpublished 2 of my fan pages. They made every fan page uneligible for advertising. I thought, damn. So eventually, after I live in heaven long enough, this material may be gone. So I would suggest people who really want to keep this. I've had this mistake before where I didn't download shit or back it up, but I would suggest downloading my videos, Devin's videos, whoever you feel you've learned a lot from. Again, you will want to do the footwork yourself, and when you go to heaven, you will feel that energy, you will feel that vibe. When I took my C-Max and my Moringa and stuff like that, that's actually what helped me ascend. It was getting healthy, okay, like optimally. I began to actually say, hey, maybe I should water fast. See, because those are things that healthy individuals, healthy living souls actually take part in doing, okay? So it makes perfect sense. I'm putting these links down below in the live feed, but I will post it in the description of this video, as well as probably the comments. Because again, I never know like how the Archons work is they try to surprise me with shit. Like I said, they took all my comments down. They'll say comments turned off. I didn't turn it off, and I can't turn it back on. And there were important comments in there or whatever. It's whatever. Like I said, none of this even matters. It's true. But for me it does. It's because I like to do this. I can sit selfless and thoughtless for weeks on end. This is just my way. I know I've given all Archons a opportunity to be a living soul, wake the hell up. And I love it because it glitches a lot of them out, and I live for these glitches. it's fun to make Archon's glitch, I feel. I love to see the magic in it, really, is how doors open, and you're publishing this story and the narrative. But when you listen to Archons and you follow their narrative or what their commands are, what they tell you to do, then you end up having to do what they tell you to do, if that makes sense. When you take charge and become beyond God, then you have all power given back to yourself. So that's just how it goes. Okay? Not really sure if anyone's on here watching right now, but if you got any questions about this, check it out. All the links are being posted in the live feed. Someone had put this together. Very cool. As I have people who are helping me, because these are like backup channels, and then people will give me the password, and so there will be people running the fan pages, this YouTube channel. See, things are not always what they seem, so it's not me always, okay? That's what people need to understand and realize is, and I don't have to tell any Archons where the hell I'm at, you know? It's none of anyone's business. And it doesn't matter, like nobody can harm me, kill me, so I'm not any threat for my life. I'm not really worried about anything. But like I said, this is how I want to do it. This is how I want the story to roll, and I can do it however I want. So that's the beauty of it. And strength is beauty. I'm going to end with that on the comments, because it's true. Strength is beauty. And it's kind of a singularity message. It's a divine, sacred masculine and divine feminine at the same time. Beauty is the feminine, strength is the masculine. So strength is beauty. They're one and the same. Makes perfect sense. So let me put this song on. And I may play Heaven in the background while we're here. Now, actually I'm going to put these on my Bluetooth speakers so you guys can see, here are Living Souls, how good these speakers are. That I will be putting, because they're small enough, in my carry-on. More people we can bring, I can have help on this next go, carrying my some of these luggages, like things like I'm bringing a bunch of glass jugs and stuff like that. Let me see if I can get this on here. Bluetooth. See, I can connect it to the Black Web Party speakers. Very cool, very cool. But no, if only people, see, that's going to be the joy, is a lot of people won't know. Like, I got a whole crew who are going to be going.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth pairing.
Okay. That are going to be coming soon and going to help me with different things. Okay. This is on the This is on the BlackSunGod19. It's called Dark Shine. And actually, I sang even a better version. Just did an ad-lib flow. This is the first take, first everything. I didn't practice it. I literally picked up the guitar. I put a capo on and realized my voice was set for this other tuning, and I've never played before. And what was cool about it was it just came out, and I then played for a Luna woman. I played it, and it was even cooler. I may write it out and sing it again, I don't know. But here we go, Dark Shine.
dark sunshine in the valleys of this life. Matrix gone to hell, but it's alright. You make what you see before you, before the sun bright, before the sunlight breaks, and all the way on the whispering journey ahead, where the road takes you now. And I know darker days are ahead for each and every one of us, and it's good, it's so good, so good. I know Lilith, you'll be there by my side. I know, not afraid anymore. I know. Daybreak, the dark shine awaits us all. The dark sun knows no end. I'll take you there to my place. I call it heaven within. Not afraid anymore. Dark shine.
Thank you. Now this next song is called Heaven. Actually, there's a part where I talk in it, and so you have to actually play. In the link there's an audio only version. And actually I'm gonna put Dark Shine on the video you're watching now. So if you wanted to hear that, I'm posting it in the live feed right now. It's called Dark Shine. It's by me, the Kazwa. I just did a little bit of a backup vocals on this. So as I'm playing this video game, we're gonna put Heaven on. Okay, here we go. This is me just playing kind of my heart-filled soul.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There's the invisible sun there. Back up. You see the yellow. My bad, I hit the wrong thing because that was the one it wasn't supposed to go to. It's this one. Oh, and so I'm gonna start it over again because that was a screw up. See, that's what I was saying. Is that video I start to talk about the symbolism of the black sun in that game that I'm playing right here, and these are soul emblems. So each time someone helps you, like they're non-playable characters, you get them as their soul. Like, this is kind of how archons work. When you realize you're God, a living soul, you almost, like, even the bad guys, they become good in this game. So after you defeat them, you tell them you need to be a good guy. They learn their lesson and they join the good side. So all these bad guys, like this guy here, see, Dodoria, whatever. Okay, he became a good guy because we defeated him. This guy, Zarbon, I think. See, he used to be a bad guy. Okay, for Frieza. And this guy. So you end up getting him as a soul emblem. I just helped that little girl, and so we got her soul emblem. This is her dad. So you put them next to each other and you get bonuses. And this all goes to your, there's different skills, see, for each community. These are the Z Warriors. This is kind of like the Ultimate Truth Warrior X's that we have. See, the Z, for Dragon Ball Z, it's all why they wear orange. They're all Masons. It's all Masonic, which I could go into that. That's why Z is the 8, and that's what they choose. It's the circle of life. It's the hierarchy. And it's to brainwash children. There's no doubt about it. This game is to teach Archons how to be Archons Masonically. That's why they wear orange. And the purple is the elite. It's psychedelics. Which they're going to keep that out of the game. Except when you get the Dragon Ball Z, that's the Aurora Borealis, the dragon. It grants your wishes.
See, these sensu beams are like moringa.
Hey.
But it looks like she's not here right now. I'm not sure if I should wait for her to come back or not. What do you think?
I see. Well, maybe I could help you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Would you, if you don't mind?
Of course. I actually wanted to talk to Bulma about something, but seeing as she's gone, I'm free.
The great Saiyaman, defender of justice, will do whatever he can to assist you.
Oh, how perfect! A defender of justice such as yourself is just what I need right now.
Oh?
So, Tien asked me to look after his farm while he's away training. You know, doing chores and whatnot. But some terrible monsters showed up on the farm and started to attack the village nearby. It was awful.
That's not good. So, you just need me to defeat those monsters?
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. Look, here's where the village is located.
Got it. I'll head over there right away. You should be safe as long as you stay here.
Oh, okay. I'll be here then. Be safe.
off to save the village.
So, Tien asked Launch to look after his farm, huh? Didn't know those two were so close. Monsters on the farm. What kind of monsters, I wonder?
This game is actually truly great. Check out Katharoth, Dragon Ball Z. The only reason I got PS4, and then my friend gave me a good deal on PS4 Pro, was because Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal.
Wait, I remember Launch transforming into a really scary version of herself whenever she sneezes. Probably shouldn't have left her on her own. I hope she's okay. This'll be a cinch. This'll be a cinch. Should be right around here. Ooh, this ought to be good. Hey, this looks like some high-grade stuff. Ooh, this ought to be good. All right.
The monsters are back! Someone help us! All right, monsters, where are you?
That's one of those creatures that comes out of seeds planted in the ground.
Your village attacking days are over, evil fiends! I am the vanquisher of all evil! The defender of justice, the great Saiyaman!
See, and he's just playing the avatar of it to hide his actual identity as a Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. So he's got to pretend to be this caped hero, so the Archons don't know his true identity. See, but he doesn't realize you don't have to do that and play an avatar. But it's what they know, so he can continue going to school and being treated normal, type of thing. Same hide your identity in disguise type of a Superman, Clark Kent type of a thing.
Nailed it.
That should be all of them. Thank you, stranger! How could we ever repay you? Ha ha ha! It was all in a day's work for the great Saiyaman.
Where are the little freaks?
Launch? If you're looking for the monsters, they're not here. I took care of them.
What? So I'm too late, huh? Man, I was hoping to mess them up real good.
Now, they're too dangerous for you to fight. One of them actually killed Yamcha a long time ago.
Whatever. Looks like those things caused you some trouble, that's for sure.
Well, I'm fine, but I think a lot of the villagers are hurt.
Yeah, those things made a mess of our supplies and businesses.
Ah, that reminds me. I found some
like
vegetables when I took care of the monsters.
Those are probably from Tien's farm. You know he likes farming. Hold up a sec. Achoo!
Oh my, where am I?
Lunch?
Oh, those are some rather tasty-looking vegetables. Well, if you don't mind, I could use them to make something delicious and nutritious for everyone. What do you say?
That'd be great. We'll need the energy to rebuild everything those monsters destroyed.
I'll go pick some more vegetables from Tien's farm then. Gohan, would you mind helping me? We can get them cooking in no time.
Oh, sure thing. I mean, who is this Gohan? I'm the great Saiyaman.
Oops, that's right.
Oh, man! Your cooking's the best! Yeah, the veggies were super fresh.
This stuff would be a huge hit at my restaurant launch. It's the best I've ever tasted.
I'm so glad you feel that way. I'd love for the dishes I make with Tien's vegetables to be enjoyed by others at a real restaurant. I do enjoy cooking for everyone.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I need to find a way to talk about it with the other me, though.
Maybe you can do that some other time. Well then, I'm off.
Okay. Thank you again for your help, Mr. Great Saiyaman.
Bulma should have been back by now. I need to get to Capsule Corporation.
All right, I'll fight you. Here I go!
What, you backing down already?
the electromagnetic black sun. Like I'm gonna hit. Yeah! So we can destroy
I'll fight you.
their infrastructure.
Masenko!
Like I do everything. It was crazy. When I didn't have my attention. It's proves how your subconscious can tell the future without you knowing. I was floating around just like in this room, but it was me. I was carrying my guitar. I had my new shoes on, so I knew all the material things would be in my area. And what's interesting I found was this game, which I had already pre-ordered, and I had no clue how it was set up.
Not as tough as I thought you'd be.
This game, in retrospect here, is exactly how it was in Hyperborea, but you were in the like this, first person, and I could see myself as my higher self, perspective. See how we can destroy this? Down here it says 99.
This will be a cinch.
Alright, I'll fight you.
Make it crumble. I got it. These are Decepticons. These robots are Decepticons. They're not real. And you see how their electromagnetic things get take a sensory beam and it clears you. See, these are like little black sun orbs right there. See that? Electromagnetic energy. See that?
Not as tough as I thought you'd be.
There's your electrical
Alright.
blue ray. Good energy. Okay, so that, look, they're still there. Watch what happens.
No.
Crazy, huh? Where'd that building go? I guess I already got it. So you destroy those buildings and you get stuff out of them. I guess I already got them. Not sure what they were. So yeah, like normally you're, like I'll show you. See, he's wearing this outfit, but you go to your party like Goku or something. Like you go to your characters in the story. Looks like it won't let me. But normally you're this blonde-haired guy that guy right there actually, Goku, and stuff like that. So it's interesting. Definitely very interesting. I suggest, at least if you got the PlayStation or Xbox, to go check it out. Rent it yourself. As you saw how it promotes a lot. It promotes a lot of reality, like good things, like for instance, living off the land. You saw that, farmland. Of course, it does show killing animals to a certain degree, but not fully, really. It's not. It's kind of a joke, but you know how they do it. But you know, it nonetheless is definitely a fun game, and I would say it's how we should be living, but it's funny because it's like set up in a video game pretense, so it's not, it's kind of like, you know, what you're not going to expect that reality should be like. That's how they hide it in kids' cartoons, video games, movies, kid movies. One I noticed was called Anubis High School, or it's some TV series for kids. Go check it out at Putlucker. Just type in Putlucker, find the site that works, click it a couple times, it'll take you through ads, but you eventually will hit play and it will play through. And so one of them is Anubis, and it talks about Ra, it talks about the Black Sun, and I'm not even sure these actors even know what the hell they're promoting, but they happen to be promoting the very thing that we're talking about, the Black Sun, and all of it. And so check that out, and stuff like that.
So yeah, and I'm sharing this video. I'm probably about to end it as I've really reached. I mean, I may play, because if you made it this far, I don't want it to get, you know, long drained or anything for anybody, but pretty cool game to even watch, tag along. But if you're watching this, you made it this far, you can close it if you want. It looks like there's no screen on it. I guess you guys can't even see it, huh? Can you guys see this? Anybody? Let's see. Damn, how long has the screen been off? Okay, it's Jen. Let's see, 12 minutes ago. Damn. So it's been off anyway, so you can't even see the screen. So I'm just gonna end it. This broadcast. So you guys missed all that stuff. Damn, like 30 minutes ago, I guess. So I'm just gonna end this as you can't see anything. It didn't tell me, so alright, ending the broadcast. If you got any questions, post them below, and we'll be heading out. So Ababola, much love to you all. Strength is beauty. Stay strong. Realize who you are. You are the Black Sun, baby. Let's see here. 13th Dynasty. They're acting like I'm on air. I wasn't even on air. Okay, stop broadcasting. See y'all later. Divine love. Share this. Watch the first part if you never watched the